when Predator came out in 1987, I was 2 years old. And then by the time I saw it, I must have been about 7. So, maths, 2 and 3 is 5. 1992. So that feels about right. I probably saw Predator about the time or just before I watched Jurassic Park. Seems about right. And it was amazing. Predator was amazing. It's like, you know, you've got this fucking big thing and it's got tights. One of the first things I noticed, it's like, it's got fishnet tights on. And it's got this mask, but pretty much fuck all else on. And he's got this, and it's got this bar, which is alien. It's digital, but it's alien. And it was the first time I ever saw a futuristic alien portrayed in a way that wasn't TNG. In TNG, you know, everyone walks up, right, they've all got shoes on. They're basically just humans with costumes. And I've got nothing against TNG, right? TNG is amazing. Some of the best television writing you'll ever see. But this was different. Predator was different. It was like the fucking minigun and shooting and one-liners stick around and all that shit and stuff blows up and there's a fight and there's a trap and there's this build-up moment where Arnie's tooling up with all this shit he has to find because he's run out of gear. All that jazz. And I was just like, oh yes, this is great. And then what happened was, what all kids do is, we start playing it, right? We start running around. You do this with your fingers. I killed you, and then I'm invisible now, and then you'd run around the street, and near where I used to live, there used to be this, basically where these houses were on this, top of this Foxwood Lane, there's all these houses, and then there's these ditches, and we used to, it's basically 15, 20 metres wide, just a ditch, about 6, 7, 8 metres deep, and it was just a bit of land they couldn't do out with. It was just full of overgrowing shit, and we used to go in there, when the kids were trying to kill themselves on the rope swing, we went, there's no one around, right, let's play Predator. And we've got your sticks as guns, or you got a fucking plastic gun or something, and I'll be the Predator. And we used to love the shit out of it. Then they made toys. There was a toy you could get, where it was just basically clear plastic. It's the invisible Predator. And then you get all these... right? And why did I like it? Well, it was this thing, it's this fucking alien, it's cool, it's got buttons, it's got fucking blades that come out of its arms, it's got all this laser shit, it can go invisible. Whew, it can see funny. First time, it's educational. First time I ever heard of infrared in my life. I was 6 or 7 going, the fuck is infrared? It's your heat, motherfucker. When you run away, you can see it. It's like, oh my God, you just can't escape this bastard. And then you grow up. So instead, you get yourself a marker pen, you put, this is at work, you put 3 laser pens, put some tape on it, equally space it out with a pen lid, and you run around the office like going, and then people go, ha, Predator. Yes, everyone knew it. Some people decide to dress up as actual Predator. I've seen them, it's amazing. Bit weird, but it's amazing, right? It has that effect. Amazing, amazing film. However, as you grow up and you watch it again, it's actually very, very clever as Predator. There's a little dialogue. There's not much. It starts off as this bravado. Look at us, fucking yeah, America, fuck yeah, right? It starts off with all this stick around. You know what I mean? All this shit. It's great, right? Because it's a chuck away shit film. It's Commando, right? It don't make perfect sense, but it's blowing shit up and looks amazing. And then there's a tiny bit of a story in there. Carl Weathers has been lying to them and he's fucked them all over and they've been used. And you think, and they were late as well. They actually failed the mission. They were late. Just America, not Dutch's team, really. They were just late because of when they set off and it wasn't, you know. But the mission is a failure. They came to rescue these 2 guys and didn't manage to rescue these 2 guys. These 2 hostages that turn out to be CIA and they're doing shady shit. Cool. Then there's something else that you get hinted to And they should fuck off that beginning where you see the ship and the pod get launched into the jungle. They should fuck that bit off. Just cut that bit of film off. Don't need that. Adds to the mystery. You see the hands, you see the scorpion, you hear the stick around. All that shit. Amazing. And now I could go on for ages talking about how there was this ego contest between all of these muscle-bound, you know, Jesse and Arnie and Carl Weathers and all the rest of them, you know, giving it this, and gym times, and James Cameron suggesting mandibles, and Stanley on an aeroplane drawing up this brand new idea because they had this jungle crustacean, this jungle lobster running about, and it's got little Van Damme inside it, poor bastard, you know, and he doesn't like doing work, so he's like, fuck this, I'm leaving. All that kind of jazz, and why they did red screen instead of green screen, all this kind of jazz. And you could talk about all of the wonderful aspects of the film. But we're talking about Badlands. What I'm trying to get across here is that Predator stood for something. And what that stood for was it's very much like Alien in this respect. Very briefly touch on Alien. You've got an alien that rapes anybody's face. You're a bloke, you're a woman, doesn't care. This thing's going to fuck your mouth. It's going to choke you while you're doing it. It is a spider, snake, killing horrible thing. Fuck that. Now, I'm not scared of snakes or spiders, but I'm fucking scared of that thing, because that's, well, both of them. And then it's going to rape my face, and then I'm going to have this thing blow out of my chest, and this birthing scene. That horrible idea that something is inside you, and then it bursts out and says hello before it eats your heart. You know, men or women, doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate. It's not like a woman birthing scene. It gives everyone the same fear, right? Generally, men don't worry about being raped, and generally men don't worry about all that, this kind of stuff, you know, either foolhardy or just because of statistics. They don't worry about these things. You do when this fucker's around. And that, in a sense, is the problem. That's not the problem. That's the awesome thing about the alien, right? It's at the core human level that this thing is going to fuck you up in the worst way you can think of. Predator's the same thing, just in a different way. This is an alien that is taller than you, faster than you. It can see you nowhere. It can see you. If you've been lying on the floor for 5 seconds, then fucking run away. It can see where you've been lying. This thing can see you. It can go invisible. It has better technology than you. It is stronger than you when you go one-on-one. It is going to fuck you up. Let's get some of our biggest guys. Let's get Arnold Schwarzenegger. It picks him up like he's a child. Right? It tears the spine out of a guy. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, this thing can jump up trees. And when it's done, if you manage to wound it enough, it'll fucking explode. It's like an alien. It'll bleed on you. Right? These are... One is evil. It hides. It's dark. I think the alien is very intelligent, stealthy, and it's going to... And when it grabs you, it's going to stick one of these rapists on your face. Predator is coming for you. It don't matter if you get on a plane and fuck off. It almost feels like with the Predator, there is no safety. If it's picked you, if Dutch managed to get on a helicopter and fuck off, it'll come and find him. I've selected you now, bitch. You're not going to get away. And what does it do when it catches you? It's okay. It's okay. It either rips your spine clean off your head, out of your body, sorry, and pulls your head with it, or it'll tie you from a tree and skin you like a rabbit. Okay then, and it's got the technology, and it's cleverer than you, and that's one of the major things I love about Predator. The idea of Predator is it's this thing that is smarter than you are. Dutch beats the Predator by accident. Look, he set up a trap, and it goes, ha, dickhead. And I love how it walks around and they get the look on Arnie's face. He's like, oh no. Brilliant. People say Arnie can't act, that's bollocks. And it walks out, and it's only luck as he's looking up at it and looks up. He's like, holy shit. It's luck. He wins due to luck. And he was going to smash its head in with a rock like a caveman. Like, you had to get primitive. He's been forced to get primitive because he's lost all his gear. This thing, you know, you might have a machine gun. It's like, dude, I'll just shoot that fucking machine gun in half. It shoots his M16-203 completely in half. Did not care. Right? You've got a guy with a minigun who, you know, he clips it. He literally clips him so it bleeds ever so slightly with a fucking minigun. What more do you want? It's actually, I think there is more reason to have the minigun in Predator than there is Terminator, which is weird because really there isn't. But the whole point of the minigun, it's a bad weapon to carry around the fucking jungle. But the minigun is there to kind of demonstrate that even with that kind of weapon, if I had a minigun, I'd fuck the aliens up. If you had a minigun, you wouldn't fuck the Predator up. It's really trying to hammer that home that you are against something that is going to, well, win. Right? So, about 2-3 days ago now, I went to go and watch Badlands. Got to the cinema. No one there. Literally no one there. It's about a week and a half after it was released. No one there. I think it's literally 10 days after. No one there. And eventually some people were a bit late. So I think 5 couples came in. About 10, 15 people in there. No, it was 10. It was definitely less than 10. 10 or less. 10 or less people in there. And we watched this thing. So, with all that said of what I've been flapping on about how Predator started as a goofy action movie, couple of jokes, very macho, and then turned into this other thing that you weren't expecting. Just like Dutch and his crew weren't expecting, his team weren't expecting. This is meant to be something we needed. So it starts off, and you get text on the screen, I don't need this shit. The Predator's awesome, the Predator's hard, he has no friends, he doesn't need anyone, he doesn't love anyone, he doesn't have friends, he's not weak, he's not this, he's not that. Nothing can beat a Predator, and then they introduce that, there is something that Predators can't beat. Well, let's fuck that one up. Oh, no, he does need people to help him. Oh, no, he does have friends and family, like his brother and stuff. Oh, no, this is complete fucking nonsense. Any road, the thing I did like is when it starts up, you get this... I like that. It did sound pretty good. This kind of throat-singing, Predator-esque thing, and then you see it fly across, and he's on the desert world. The Predator home world is called Predator Prime. Now, I'm not saying Waiju, Yeju, Yaraju, Pokemon, Pikachu. I think it's retarded that the Predator has a name. I don't like naming the alien. We're going to call it the alien. I don't like calling it the Waiju thingy. I don't like it. It's just a personal preference, so I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to call it the Predator. Well, I'm going to call him Dude Bro, because that's what he is. And, really, he's flying across the surface of this planet, and it's called Predator Prime. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. Straight away, I know that you haven't put much effort into this. Predator Prime. But I'm looking for certain things. When I want to go and see a Predator film, and there's been some dog shit Predator films. Predator 2 is quite easily the best one. Not because the story's brilliant, it goes a bit weird at the end, but at least it's Predator. That looks like Predator. Oh look, they use the same mask. Looks like Predator. The eyes are a bit funny. I think they fucked up. It's just the acting was a bit weird when you get really close up. But when he scowls, there's a bit in Predator 2 where he picks up the shotgun and he smashes it. I fucking love that bit. And he turns like this. And you see all the dreads go like that, the spines. He turns like that. And he goes, wah! And his mouth opens up. Like, holy fuck, you shit a brick. Right? Shit a brick when that happened. When I was a kid. And what I'm expecting from a Predator film is I'm expecting to see Bond gadgets. I'm expecting to see some Bond gadgets. Now, I don't want new ones. I like the disc, the throwing disc that cut Boosie in half. Right? I like that. I like the disc. I like the spear. I like the firing tips off the spear. More physical weapons. The whole point is that they could just plasma cast everything. Or just nuke shit from orbit, probably. They could just do that. But they don't. They want to get in there nitty-gritty. It's like hunting lions. You want to stalk the ultimate predator and go and kill it yourself to prove that you're betterer. So this tactile, I've got a fucking have that, yeah, fuck, who's the best? You know what I mean? That kind of attitude that the predators have. But they also have like sportsmanship, and they like to be gamely and like to make it fair. I didn't shoot you because you were armed, that kind of shit. Oh, she's pregnant, I'm not going to shoot her, she's pregnant. Very well done. Like I said, there's some really good elements in Predator 2. It's very, very violent. And people need to understand the difference between gore and violence. Right? A boxing match can be violent and no one bleeds. You don't have to have blood for violence. People seem to not understand that. But anyway, Itchy and Scratchy, or Tom and Jerry, or these kind of cartoons are violent, and a lot of times Tom and Jerry, there's no blood at all. I don't think there's ever been blood in Tom and Jerry. Violent though, holy fuck. Slamming the door on a piano onto Tom's fingers, that's violence. That's violence. And like laughing his arse off. Jerry's laughing his arse off as he fucks off. That's violence, right? People don't seem to get that. So, Predator was violent and gore, but more, the suggestion was stronger than the image. Yeah, there's a skull there with loads of blood on it, and he just tore his spine out, but it's the idea that he tore someone's spine out. Holy fuck, what would that feel like? That's got to be probably one of the most painful things ever. It's the idea of it not... You see, that's a contextual thing. That's you were imagining... imagine the noise it would make. That's not visual. That's not the gore. The gore is the visuals. But anyway, Predator was much more about that. It's very good Predator's very good to say that there's very little exposition in Predator. It comes at the right moments. It gets across... the character work that Kevin did as the Predator in the first one, the bit where he sees a possum or something or whatever, and he fires his plasma caster at that log, and he kicks it, and then the little possumy thing or whatever it is fucks off, and he goes, right, let's go. And the way he carries himself, and the way he jumps from boulder to boulder, and the way he looks disappointed that he's lost Arnie, fucking brilliant. There's a lot of body acting, even from Arnie. About this is really hard to pull, and with the knife it's very purposeful, and the way he swings around as Tarzan, and what he does, and the way he holds the fire, and there's a lot of acting in that. I'm making these points for a reason. I'm foreshadowing. So what I'm expecting is James Bond gadgets, right? Just clever way. I'd like to see the same gadgets being used in different ways, like cleverly using them, not just using them. I'm not a big fan of the net gun. I think that catching people with a net gun's cheating a bit. I just think for Predators that's a bit shit. But all the general loadout of Predator 1 is pretty much what I want to see, right? I just think that maybe one gadget that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Nothing that behaves like a firearm. I always thought of the plasma caster as kind of like a... If things are a bit dangerous, like, I'm a bit close to... Like, thinning the herd a bit is what the plasma caster, I think it is. And there's an awesome bit in Predator, the original one, where Arnie hits the Predator. He gets his thing, and he fucking hits the Predator, right? He fires his thing and blows it up in front of the Predator. He goes boom in front of the log, and the Predator basically loses his rag. I always like to think that Predator was a bit inexperienced, because he's like boom, 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 boom. It's like that's. I love it because it's like, yeah, he's lost his rag a bit there, mate. You're a bit big mad. You're a bit fucking pissed off, aren't you? It's like I like that because he can't see him. And he feels a bit vulnerable like Arnie would, like the rest of them do. It's a nice, it's flip the script, basically. I do like that bit. The problem is for Arnie is that that weapon is so fucking powerful that Arnie has to get the fuck out of there or die. So in a sense, it's like, even though he's just, and just randomly shooting, like with the minigun, which reflects what they did, his weapon is a shitload more powerful than theirs. So it's still giving you that, you're fucked, right? We're at the bottom of the food chain in this situation. I want to see the cloak, and I want to see the cloak as it is in the first one. Why? Pure invisibility is cheating. It's camouflage. If you pay attention, you can see that fucking squirrel. If you pay attention, you can see the owl. It is there to be picked up. It just, on a glance, you can't see it. So I like the fact that the Predator's camouflage did that. It didn't make him go fucking completely invisible. Completely invisible is cheating. When do you decide as a Predator to go completely invisible? You just fucking stay like that all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you imagine if Arnie and the Predator were fighting at the end and he went invisible, you'd be like, oh, you fucking cheating cunt. Well, they're not going to be about that. You know what I mean? I want to see hand-to-hand stuff. I want to see the Predator literally grab stuff, and there's a bit in Prey where that Predator fights that bear. That's fucking amazing. I don't know why the Predator was invisible there, though. I know it's a reveal for her, but I think that was a bit dumb. But the fight itself and fighting a bear and it, pick it up and roaring like a knobhead, great, love it. I want to see it look like a Predator, please. I'd never, ever, ever want to understand what the Predator says. This is the same as the Alien. This is the problem with Alien Earth. Oh, yeah, come on, face, I'll go this way. You're hungry, are you? It's like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't want to know what the Predator's saying. Stop having the Predator talking. He can talk and his thing, that's fine. Once, twice in the film, if you absolutely need it. Not that shit. It's terrible. And the other thing, which is a big thing, remember, the Predator is a hunter. His name's Predator. He's a hunter. So, let's start the film on. He's on a jet bike that flies around on his home world that looks like it's literally a caravan site. Where's your civilization? How do you build all this stuff? It's alright, we live in caves, and we just basically, I don't know, we keep it forever until we run out. There must be a workshop somewhere or something. Don't need to see it, don't want to see Homeworld or Predator. Let's just do something else, but we don't. He gets off his power bike at the beach and then gets something off the ground like it's like some goo or something. I was like, the fuck is he doing? I thought, oh, I know. He's going to go into this cave and he's going to fight whatever's in there. And the mask I hate. I'll just say it now, the mask's horrible. Please stop it. You know, Alien vs Predator got this a bit better, because at least they look like Predator masks that are just slightly individual, but not too far from the original. So he goes into this cave and he starts talking, it starts getting translated, and I wanted to cry. Because the language sounds stupid, it doesn't sound like a Predator. Whoever's doing the voice is doing a bad job of it, don't like it. And then they get these swords out, and he start basically, our main character, our protagonist, dude bro, with his top knot, she might as well have been a fucking top knot, looks ridiculous. His face looks like a guy. Honestly, I thought it was Channing Tatum. I thought it was just Channing Tatum with a surfer haircut in a really bad, like, power suit. Like a bodybuilder's, like, trying to lift weights or something suit. You know, a padded suit for... Looked like shit. Looked like he was on Takeshi's Castle. Starts fighting his brother and they start banging about, you're not as strong as Dad, all this nonsense, don't care. But what I did really fuck me off was he has a blade. It's a sword with a lightsaber in the front of it. And I was just like, oh, that's tactical. You know, when you fire that up, it crackles, it makes a noise, and everyone can fucking see it. That's stupid. Oh no, but when I go invisible, I'm holding it, it goes invisible. It's like, still a lightsaber though, isn't it? Shit. Just shit. Any road, they fight, it turns into the... I remember just going... My brain switches off when I see fights like that. I want to see a fight like Arnie and the Predator, where you see the fight. This was just... Sonic the Hedgehog fighting. CGI Sonic. No one can see that. I don't give a fuck what that is. Honestly, it's like watching a Devil May Cry playthrough. You're like, What the fuck is all of that? Now, that's fine when you're playing the PlayStation and you're used to it. I've never seen this before. Bing, 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 bing. I can't fucking see what's going on. Don't care. I'm just sat there reading subtitles, not paying attention to what's going on. Because I know it'll be the useless. You're useless. So, after that, they fuck off, I don't know, to the bar. They fuck off to his brother's ship. And he says, all this bullshit. It's so caveman. The dialogue is terrible. It's like, me want to go kill big thing. Us predators, we kill big thing bigger than everybody else. Ugh, ugh. It's like... Alright, okay, so this lot sound well fucking clever, don't they? Fuck's sake. Do you know what? It made me think of the opposite of this that was done really well, which was District 9. You know, they make all these clicks and stuff, but they're talking to each other like intelligent beings. Like, we can follow along, like they're having a conversation. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, District 9. It was so much better than anyone give it credit for. I remember when it first came out, not many people were that bothered about it. It's garnered attention over time, and rightfully so, but at the time, when it first ever came out, people didn't give a shit, really, which is terrible. But, yeah, District 9 did a really good job of that element, and this is just dog shit. So, you know, I want to go and kill this thing. Oh, no, Predators, go and kill this thing. And I immediately, when they showed the fucking digital readout, the hologram, because everything... I don't know why the Predator has holograms, but it does, because Alien vs. Predator. They show you... It shows you this thing. I immediately just thought of... Oh, what was it called? The Edge of Tomorrow? Them stupid holograms. It was just like the same film. I was like, for fuck's sake. Edge of Tomorrow is alright, but it... I don't know. It's something about science fiction these days. They just can't seem to do science fiction properly. You've got... all of the elements have to feel like they belong in the same... It's just... any road. I'll go on about that shit forever. Let's stick to the actual shit film. So basically, oh yeah, I'll go to this place. I'll go to, what we're going to call it, I don't know, North Korea. I'll have to go to North Korea and go and fight the Bandersnatch. It's like, oh, okay then. Oh, you can't. Even Dad's scared of the Bandersnatch. Wait there. The intro said the Predators are the top dog and they're not scared of anything. Oh, no, of course they are. Anyway, so people who go there don't come back. Okay. They don't allude to why. I think this is insane. Why haven't all the Predators just gone there and fucked it up? Right, we've 27 Predators have gone. 27 Predators have gone to this homeworld and not come back. Are we sure we haven't nicked all their technology? Are we sure there's not like Wayland Yutani there or someone nicking all the Predators' technology? 27! The Predators as a society would go, hang on a minute, let's go and find out what this thing is. You know, by flying a fucking spaceship over it, hovering and going, ha, there it is, look at that dodgy bastard. Right, Derek, you go have a go. Derek jumps down, kicks the fuck out of it, but doesn't. It kills him. Why? Because it... oh, this is why we can't kill it. Gets back in the ship and fucks off home and tells all Predators, don't bother fighting it, because you can't win unless you nuke the fucking thing, and then you won't have a trophy. But no, they don't tell him that. Oh, no, you can't beat it just because you're not hard enough, is basically what they're kind of getting across, is that you just can't beat it, because you're not hard enough. Oh, I'm hard enough. I know I'm the... oh, I ain't told you yet. His small looks ugly as fucking CGI because he's the runt of the litter. I didn't know that runts... now, I've had puppies. Not myself, but I've had a dog... I've had several dogs that have had puppies, litters. The runt is the smallest one, but it's still that breed of dog. I didn't go into the kitchen that day and go, oh my God, look, one of them's a fucking scorpion. The rest of you are puppies, that's a scorpion. That's a different fucking species, because he looks like a different species. His brother's got all the little hairs that come out of his head, and these hairs, and the dreads, and all that shit. So's his dad, he's got the bristly eyebrows, looks like the original Predators. More. Not brilliant, but more. Then you see, they're all CGI fuck-ups, and then you see Dude Bro, and you're like... why? It looks like me with these little bits of mandibles glued on, and some guy over there called Phil does this with a remote control, and they go, and I just go, and that's it. And they put a skull cap on me, painted a few spots on, and give me a dude bro dreadlock. That's what it looks like. Looks like some twat with a CGI face. I was so disappointed. I was just like, oh, we're going to have to watch the rest of this shit, aren't we? Don't worry, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. So, his dad turns up and goes, he is the runt of the litter. He needs to be destroyed. And his brother goes, he wants to go and kill the thing that no one can kill, and it's certain death. And his dad goes, well, okay, then let him. And then he goes, okay, then. So, dude bro, no, that's not what happens. That's what should have happened. Instead, Dad goes, no, we need to kill him now. You need to kill him. And then he does a faggot thing. He fucking shoots a net, a holographic net at him that pins him to the floor, and then his brother's got to seppuku him and chop his head off. I was like, well, you predators. I thought you meant to kill. But this is the pussy way out. Why don't you knock him out with a fucking freeze spray or something and then just kill him that way? Wouldn't that be also a pussy way of doing it? Don't matter. So the brother decides for some reason to not kill the runt of the litter, even though all of the society should think this way. And I've got no problem with that. The predator's like, yeah, dude, the weak is the weak. We kill the weak. Fuck them. We euthanise. God, fucking hell. We euthanised Kevin last week just because he fucking dropped some on the floor, the clumsy git. You know what I mean? Like, that's what should happen, right? I understand that. From a hierarchical, militaristic, hunting death cult that the predator race are, that's what's cool. You know, this would be like a facehugger going, oh, sorry, and getting off your face and going, so I didn't mean to choke you there. I thought this was a sex game. You know what I mean? It'd be like that. Like, what the fuck? They'd just ruin it all. Shut the fuck up. Any road. So his dad pusses out, uses a net. The brother goes, no! And then uses the grappling. Oh, that was the thing I missed out. He uses a grappling hook. He gets this shoulder cannon thing, goes, and it's a red glowy thing like the lightsaber, which I thought would cut him in half, but it doesn't. Instead, he can zip line up it. It's like, oh, that's nice and camouflaged. Well done, you prick. Remember when Predator actually used like cord, like wire, like some kind of extremely thin spider silk metal compound, whatever it was? No, I don't either. Don't worry about that. And yeah, so then what happens is that the brother goes, no, fuck off, brother, kicks him in the spaceship, sends the ship on automatic launch off, and then fights his dad. And his dad goes invisible, and his dad's got a cape. I don't know why his dad had a cape. He looks like a twat. He looked like Shredder out of the very first Turtles movie after he's had more of the ooze or whatever. It looked stupid as fuck. You know, really latex foam rubber shit. Looked crap. Any road. So Grandad Shredder starts to fight him, kills the brother, and then he gets on his thing and goes, eee, and the ship comes back down and he kills the runt. No, that didn't happen either. I also don't know why that happened. I also don't know why they haven't killed the runt ages ago. You know, oh, little predator boy, bang, fucking kick it off a cliff. And then the mum goes, what was that? Oh, you got rid of the runt? Good, little fucking twat. It made me physically sick when he used to suck on my teat, thinking that I'm giving up my nutrition for that little failure. They would have loved the Holocaust with not the Nazis. They'd have loved it with the Predators. What are you talking about? Yeah, we should be gassing them. Helping. You imagine Predator helping, chucking him in the oven. Go on, you fucker, fanning the flames. Any road. That's what the Predators are, right? They're just they're Nazis, basically. So, our dude bro goes in a ship. And he goes on autopilot and texts him where he needs to go because the brother said go to where we need him to go because the plot says. And he goes there, and the really clever technology ship basically sounds an alarm when it's ramming itself through the rings of this planet and it's breaking the ship. And he wakes up and it's all klaxons, it's red alert, right? Everything's going to shit. And then somehow he ejects. He gets in the seat. I don't know why, because the ship crash lands but doesn't explode, doesn't kill anyone, it's fine. And he ejects in this, it looks like little moped machines off Book of Boba Fett. Just shit, right? He's basically got himself a Vespa. But he starts getting hit in the face with all these rocks and bits. So he presses a button and the shield comes up, the windshield. I was like, but you've just jumped out of a fucking aircraft in orbit or crashing through an atmosphere. Surely you'd always want that shield up. I know, it's dumb. And then it hits the floor, crashes through the trees and crashes in an impact that would kill him. As usual, this always happens. And then then after that, he gets out of this thing, and now he's on this planet. And this planet is called Jenna. And it looks like the planet out of the Predator. Well, I can't remember which one it is. Predators, Predator 16, the one where the bird out of the Fast and the Furious, the Latino tits out of Avatar, she's in it. And then the psychopath and the samurai. It looks like that planet. Just, look, a planet where it's a jungle where there's all these wacky animals and creatures. And then they do the whole... They do a bit in it where you see pterodactyl eat another pterodactyl and go, Rah! As it flies off. And it just made me think of, like, the bit in South Park where Kenny goes to hell. And there's that dragon that goes, and it just shits out a fireball. It just... It's that crap, right? It's that on the nose. There's no... You get the wide establishing shot. Fuck that. Do it ground level. You know... The first Predator made you feel claustrophobic. It was part of the whole experience. Because the jungle is... I've been to Panama. The jungle is... They call it the Green Wall. And it fucking is, and I hate it. You either love the jungle or you hate it, and I fucking hated it. Any road. So he gets out his kit. He's got his hump, right? He's got his hump. Goes on your shoulder. It's where his medikit and all that shit is. He gets that out. He gets this bow and arrow, which is the gayest shit I've ever seen. I don't want to see it. Why would you have a bow and arrow when you've got a plasma caster, you stupid fuck? Oh, he doesn't have a plasma caster. Not a real Predator. Fuck him. Oh, and that's the thing as well, is he has to go and kill this monster on this planet. This Pokemon on this planet. He has to go and kill this, the thing that no one can destroy and all the Predators are scared of. They have to go and kill this unkillable Pokemon to get his cloak. And for some reason, halfway through the film, I went, but why does he want a cloak? They look like shit, like a cape, like a cloak, like a hooded cloak. And I went, his cloak, halfway through the film for some reason. I was like, his invisibility, so he could be a pussy. Right, I remember. Because remember, they're totally invisible. It's just a pussy way of doing it. Where before in Alien vs. Predators, to win your plasma caster, I understood that because it's an extremely powerful weapon. You want to fuck stuff up? Pachoo! Fuck off. You know what I mean? Pachoo! Fuck off. But no. He hasn't got his plasma caster. Weirdly enough, we'll find out there was a plasma caster on the ship, but he just didn't take it with him for reasons. He will be able to access it later, just not quite yet. Don't know why. Anyway, don't know. In Alien vs. Predator, it's like, you have to earn this. And what they do is, in Alien vs. Predator, they lead you into the middle of the cave where the brothers' summons are in Final Fantasy VIII. You go through this cave and you get there, and then in Alien vs. Predator, you've got to get out and shoot your way out with your new plasma weapon because there's loads of aliens. That's the whole point. You get trapped in there, and you got to use your noggin. Alien vs. Predator was a shitly executed film with some cheesy dialogue, but compared to these films nowadays, Alien vs. Predator is a lot fucking better. Alien vs. Predator is not getting better. These things are just worse. That's what's happening. It's staying exactly... Its quality is exactly what its quality is. It's not getting better. It's just... These films aren't beating them. They're worse. We're going backwards. In other words, the franchises are retarded. They've been held back after hours. So... then this CGI plant thing from Jumanji the vines from Jumanji grab all of his gear. And he keeps his sword, his lightsaber. And he runs away. And that's that. It's goofy, it's shit, it's rubbish. He's dumb as fuck as well. He leaves all his stuff behind. He doesn't notice these things. He's got shit senses. I think when they give him the autism DNA from Earth, that they give him the worst one. You know, they give him like fucking Donald Trump's version of autism. Or even worse, Steve Coogan. Or even worse, like Greta Thunberg. Maybe it's her autism that they give to this one, because I don't understand. But anyway, so this run is really stupid. He's dumb as fuck. Which is really disappointing, because like I say, I want to see the gadgets that have been stripped away from him. I want to see him be clever. No, that's gone. I want to see violence. No, that's gone. There is no Predator film here. They just called it Predator. At some point you get this big Predator Badlands title card randomly. I was like, alright, whatever. And then he's just toddling along through the jungle. Don't know where the fuck he's going. Right? He's going through the savannah now, is the grass plains. There's this pterodactyl thing flying above him, lifting up rocks and dropping them. So he goes and checks it out. And then he's near these, they're like bulrushes, but when you go near them, they expand and you can see spikes on them. They explode and set these darts at you. It's like an Indiana Jones trap, but in a giant field you can walk around. And when he sets one off, he's like, oh my fucking God. And instead of going, this is a bad idea, let me just go round it, he carries on. Any road, this pterodactyl dragon thing from Game of Thrones, he's dropping rocks and it's setting all these things off. And then you hear the most annoying bitch's voice ever. Oi, I'm over here. And I was like, let's leave. I don't know why they chose her. Her voice is just pain. It's just pain. Help me! I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this bird's nest. This pterodactyl's nest. Watch out, those spines are poisonous. Oh my God, I'm talking too much. Maybe I should have deactivated myself. I need your help and then I can help you. Trust me, I'm your best friend. It's basically what she says all the way through the thing. And he's always like, I don't like you. You're a tool. Go away. Fuck off. I don't need you. She doesn't need him. It doesn't make any sense. She doesn't need him to get back to her legs. She could just walk. Because he chucks her a weapon out of his wrist. I'm not going to explain it. And then she kung fu's her, cuts her way out, flies through the air like a ninja, attacks this pterodactyl that's about to kill him because he's been stung by one of these nettles, these bulrush poisonous nettles, and she shreds it to pieces, and then all of a sudden becomes retarded and crippled and I can't walk anywhere. Bitch, you're a machine. She's an android and there's half of her. Believe it or not, a lot of legs are missing. You could walk on your hands upside down. You know, your body in the air and your head, and walk on your hands. Why? Because you're a robot, you don't care. Or you could fucking fly through the air like you were doing just a second ago. Jump like you jumped then, however you did that. Or just walk on your hands because she's been cut at the waist, so her hands are still longer than her body is. Walk. Go and find your legs. Which they do. They start walking around and then they get to... it's now buddy-buddy system. They then get to this grass, and I like this bit. Oh, look, razor glass. It's like glass. Now, in nature, we have these. Nettles use glass fibre, little silicon filaments, as the stingy needles in nettles. This is like that gone mad. It's like barley covered in fiberglass. I was like, all right, cool. It sounds cool. There's an elephant inside it, an ephalump, and it's eating the grass because it's got armour to protect itself from this sharp fucking grass. I was like, okay then, tiny bit of effort's been put into this. Then they just stood there and this little thing walks past them, and it was literally... Oh, it looks like the little alien out of fucking Lost in Space with big eyes. It's like, oh, look how cute it is. Oh, look how it goes. And it basically adapts, it makes its skin rock hard so the glass doesn't touch it. It can, like, transform its skin into like a shell, and it walks through, and it's meant to hunt this giant effalump thing. I was like, why? You don't need that much food. Look at this. This thing's about the size of a child. It's like a toddler. Or it's like a 10-year-old. It's like, why? This thing's the size of a fucking woolly mammoth. What do you need to hunt that for on your own? Then this dumb fight happens. I'm not going to explain it. It's just shit. Then I'm just going to jog on, because this is really... I'm just going to highlight the points of... We're on like... This is like fucking Homeward Bound, almost. It's like this adventure. Like, why are we doing this? Predator, remember? He doesn't do anything... He doesn't make the clicks. You know that... Whatever noise it is, I can't do it. The Peter Cullen... clicky noise thing. I can't do it, but... He does an excellent, slower version of that. I don't hear that. I don't hear the proper... I don't think he ever does the actual Predator scream. Like the one you heard in Alien vs. Predator, the original game, not Alien vs. Predator, the revamp. I didn't like that one. The first one was amazing. Is it the Sierra one? But anyway, the original Alien vs. Predator, that was a really good game. And guess what? In that, you get to play as Predator, and you get to actually do all the things that the original Predator did. It's amazing. Any road, they go on this little adventure, going from place to place to place, and they find these... Oh, look, there's these snakes that spit acid at you. And she goes, don't worry, it's not because they're angry at you, they just want berries. They're spitting acid at me that would kill me to get berries. I'm not made out of berries. It's like they eat berries. What the fuck do they need to spit? Spit acid! Spit acid! They could proper spit it as well, like a gun. Like bang! What the fuck do you need that for? Oh, there's also another bit where he picks up a slug. And when he picks up the slug, it starts going... like it's a vampire that's been injected out of a blade. Starts swelling. And he goes, fuck off. This is a stupid thing, though. If it was me, I'd go, and flick it over there, right on the ground. Turns out it's a grenade. Fucking explodes. And I was just like, I didn't mind that. I think the explosion was a bit too much, but I actually like the idea that there's this thing that has this self-defense mechanism that's a bit violent, but it was a bit too violent. Like, what happens if it bumps into a tree? Does it go, oh, fuck, and just explodes? It do fuck all for the tree, and that's genetic dynasty gone. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. But I like the concept that it does something different. I did not pick up at this moment that these were all for reasons. I should have done. When I saw the spitting snakes, I was kind of like, hang about a minute. Explosives, it spits stuff. This is all foreshadowing. And it's so obviously foreshadowing. When Billy laughs in the original Predator, where he talks about, because a house is, a pussy's so large there's an echo. And he goes, ha 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 ha. You didn't think that would be used throughout the film. You didn't think that the Predator would use that to taunt them. When he stabs him in the back with a knife and gets the scorpion off Billy's shoulder, is it Carl Weathers' shoulder? When he does that with the knife and says, stick around, you don't think that that's going to be... it's not foreshadowing, but these elements are used. You don't really realise that the trap that they set for the Predator is foreshadowing. You don't realise that that's going to be a thing. There's going to be an element later on. You just don't. It's almost like it was well executed, that original film, eh? You never think when you see the heat vision that Arnie's going to use that information. Not the information when we find out, but you don't think that he's going to use the heat vision thing to his advantage. You know what I mean? It's just good film. So they're looking for the Pokemon. She gets this place where there's all these dead Wayland. Oh, it's Wayland as well. Fuck off. They're just trying to set up an Alien vs. Predator, which is going to be absolutely dog shit. especially if it's got Wendy in it. They go to where did they go? They go to this. It's like Jurassic Park setup. All these big vehicles and shit. Everything's smashed, and her legs are over there. So she starts stitching her legs back together, and I like the fact that she didn't just go click, click, and then that was it. Although she's in half. I don't know when this is set. It's obviously well after Aliens, because when Bishop got cut out in half, he was fucked. And that's all that happened to him. He was just cut in half, and he was fucked. But in this case, no, she's fine. She's putting legs back together. I do like the fact that there's some kind of procedure you have to go through. But then, it's boring, this film. This is what happened when I was in the cinema. Then the Pokemon turns up. It's the big monster out of Edge of Tomorrow. Or that other one, where they go into the future past and, whatever the fuck that rubbish was. The weird little crystal thing. Oh, that is Edge of Tomorrow. Them two films, they just blur together. One of them's really shit, one of them's alright. Bill Paxton, God, rest in peace. Anyway, so the Waiju, not the Waiju, the fucking Pokemon turns up. But it hasn't got a mean face, it's got quite a soft face. Whatever, it looks shit. They have this fight, he's chopping it in bits, and then we realise why all the predators can't kill it. He chops its tail in half, and it grows back its tail in like a couple of seconds. And then he chops its head off. But then its head grows, you see these tentacles come like the Thing, and they grow back together, and it grows its head back on its body, like pulls it together, and he watches it. I'm like, dude, chop it in half again. Keep on going. Kick its head away. Chop, 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 kick its... No, he just stands and watches it. Oh, no. Then she comes out, or he gets smashed into... Machine gun. I seen a Predator with a machine gun going, like a pulse rifle wannabe. I can't watch a Predator with a machine gun. I can't watch a Predator with this machine gun. I can't watch it fire a fucking machine gun. It'd be like, what? That'd be like you're on a battlefield, right? I don't know, at Baston or something, fucking shooting the Nazis, and then someone chucks you a fucking, I don't know, an old, a throwing axe that's meant, like an alderman tool, a bit of flint attached to it. Here, use that. I'd be like, dickhead, throw me some ammo. Throw you a frying pan. Beat him with that. It's like, to the Predator, the machine gun, like, get the fuck out of the machine gun. You get what it is. Now he knows you can't kill it. He's like, I just thought, it's a fucking Predator with an Uzi. Want some candy. Fucking hell, I want to stop watching this film. And then... all the way through it, she's been talking about, there's my sister, we're sisters, we're androids, we're sisters, we're sistery androids. Oh, you have a brother. Well, that's cool. You came from the same sperm, and we came from the same production line that all the other ones do. That makes us all sisters and brothers, right? We've already done this. We did this with David and Walter. Fucking Christ alive. You come off a production line. You're not sisters, you fuckhead. Whatever. And then she's got emotions and a personality. Why? Oh, because that would make you help you manipulate the animals and creatures on this world. How? How would emotions help? Dude, we need to get the animal and put it in a box. No emotions needed. Fucking whatever. Anyway, so she's been studying all these animals, and he finds out he can't fight it, and we find out she's got an evil sister. Then we see the evil sister, and she's got a manky eye. It's her again, just in different makeup. And she's been told by Mother, who is now Skynet. Mother has a voice and is a woman. Must get the sample. All other priorities rescinded. Crew I was waiting for it to say crew expendable. Crew expendable. Especially that gobshite of a sister of yours. Do as you're told, otherwise I'll deactivate you. It's like, bitch, she's a robot. She's an android. Oh no, you might turn me off. You'll turn me on later. And what do you mean turn me off? If I can't physically do something, that's not because I choose to, you retard. I'm an android. It's because it's not physically possible. If it goes wrong, it's because something went wrong. You're threatening to turn me off. I'm a fucking toaster. That's like me saying, toast, you best pop that toast in the next 30 seconds, otherwise I'm going to fucking put you back in your box. And the toaster's going, oh! What are you fucking talking about? It's retarded. Why would you give robots that are designed to go and pick up samples off a planet? Why would you... The android lies to mother. Why would you give it the capability of lying? That'd be like me turning on my fucking PC and it going... Oh, you want me to come on? All right. And it comes on. And then it starts randomly deleting stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, nothing. Nothing. And it's just like, delete, delete, delete. It's like, what are you deleting shit for? My computer's just like, none of your business. It's like, no, dickhead. You do what I want you to do. It'd be like this camera now just going, nah, fuck it. I'm just going to zoom in and face over there. No. Camera, do as you're fucking told. Microphone, do as you're told. Internet, do as you're told, because we built you to do it. We don't fucking... It's one of them films. So, then what happens? He finds out he can't catch them all. Can't defeat this Pokemon. He's caught all the others, or he's faced up against the others. And then... Earlier in the film, the little monkey out of Lost in Space spat at him. And it turns out that this big thing, I thought it was the male. I thought the big one was the male and the little one is going to get fucking pounded. But it turns out that this is a mum. And the little one is a little baby who's also a girl. Oh, okay then. Right. So, this Predator film. So basically, the evil android bitch, the bad evil sis that's talking to mother, finds the Predator ship. Oh, we're doing this again. We're doing this again. Why do people not understand science fiction? Why do people not understand? Fuck's sake. This is like Alien, right? In Alien... Sigourney Weaver goes, I think they might want this for biodivision technology. Well, Sigourney, you're a fucking bloody lordy, aren't you, right? You're a fucking truck driver. Shut up, bitch. What do you know about it? You probably think the fucking Earth's flat and you've seen it round. What do you mean, the bioweapons division? The alien would be a shit weapon. A shit weapon. It'd be a good weapon for them, but not for us. So us trying to use them as weapons would be bad. Do you know what's worth more money? The giant fucking bone ship with whatever technology it has. That's worth the real money, not the fucking alien. Right? The alien you might learn a bit about genetics, you might learn about a tiny bit about materials and a bit about this entire species. It's quite exciting to learn what's out there. But the technology that the bone ship is made out of, that's something where there's loads of stuff. It needs all sorts of shit. The materials, it flies around. Does it not? What kind of engines does it have? Look at these species of aliens you've got here. What the fuck is going on? You learn about an entire different civilization of advanced aliens that are out there someday that you may come across. Nah, we'll go for the alien that's in the basement. That's basically just a rapist beetle. Okay, then. In this one, I've got the Predator ship. I want to use all of the technology, all of this fucking technology the Predators has. We've literally been handed what the Predators don't want them to have. What does she do? She goes in there and goes, ooh, what's this one little thing? The Predator ship doesn't kill them for being intrusive or self-destruct or anything. Oh, that might defeat Pokemon. Thank you. Come on, lads. Let's go. Let's go. And off they go. I'm like, what the fuck? How did you find that? Then what happens is that they knock him out, knock her out, to the bad androids. They turn her off. No, they don't repair her. They turn her off. And they try to do an autopsy, basically, on the Predator before he's dead. They give him a brain scan. It turns out he's got no brain. It's fucking stupid. There's this whole thing about them speaking, this multilingual translator that when I talk, everyone hears their own individual language. But now it doesn't work, but now it does. So they're trying to do this thing with this other android. What's he saying? Oh, tell him I'm doing this. And she's like, he's doing this. It's like, oh, it stopped working, has it now? How can he not understand what she's saying? Well, they didn't program all these other androids with the universal translator. Are you fucking retarded? Why did you give these to it and that's it? That's dumb. That's dumb, film. That's dumb. Anyway, they get away, but he doesn't manage to get away. He manages to get away himself, and he realises, oh, I want to go back for my friend. It's homeward bound. I want to go back for my friend. Right, I want to do whatever I can to get back to my android friend. So then he goes back to the ship. And instead of getting all of his brother's armour and his brother's toys, he goes, nah, fuck that. I'm going to go into the woods, I shit you not, and get the grenade slugs, and get the exploding bulrushes, and get the spitting snakes. And he turns the spitting snake into a fucking shoulder cannon. And he basically has explained this to him. Right, now, listen, guys, we need to club together and help our friend. Right, you know that android that was trying to steal you all and take you to a different planet to experiment on you? Well, she needs our help. And I know I can't speak your language because I don't have a universal translator for some reason. I'm a predator, very advanced, but I don't have this kind of technology. You lot need to come with me. And the state goes, yeah, let's do that. So he's running around like Pocahontas with all the animals helping him. It was like fucking Snow White, you know, when all the birds help her fold the sheets and all that shit. It was like that, but he's murdering androids. And for some reason, they're all shit. They do this scene where it's this shipping container kill box, and they don't realise, and he's just stood there like that on his knees. He's taking the knee for racism out of football with his head down. I'd just fucking filled him. I'd have just fucking shot the shit out of him. That's what bullets do. That's what bullets do, right? The way you kill people is you get a knife and you stab them. But the problem is when you stab people is you are in range of their possible knife and they may turn around and stab you. So what we did is, we was like, imagine if I could just get a knife and throw it. So I don't have to go up, I can throw it. It's like, yes, we did that. We got a knife, we attached it to a long shaft to give it stability, and then we called it a spear. And we threw them. But what happens if they're really far away? Over there I can see them, but I can't throw that far. So what we did is we got a long barrel and we put this arrowhead into this barrel, put a big explosion of gunpowder behind it, and boop, got him, motherfucker. See? Half a mile away, and I greased him. Yes, the bullets do that. You don't need to run. You don't need to run. You don't need to get close to him when you got bullets. Shoot him from a distance. It fucks me right off when they do this in films. There's a reason why we use ranged weapons. I know, difficult. Any road. He goes around chopping him to pieces, and then it just got silly. And basically, her legs, I can't believe I'm saying this, they still haven't put her back together, and her legs start doing kung fu. So basically, you got this bitch in a box, half an android in a box, and this bird's legs are just walking around kicking the shit out of everyone. I don't know how. You're not attached to anything. They walk around like there's a body on top of them, but they're not. They are. It's blue screened out, but it's meant to look like they're just legs. Try and make a pair of legs walk. They can't. It is extremely difficult for a pair of legs just to walk on their own. This thing's doing kung fu. This thing is basically, what's her name? Black Widow. All this somersault shit. Again, it's just CGI nonsense. The legs are better at fighting than she is. Like, she is better cut in half. That's how retarded it is. Any road, the bad one comes out to fight. The bad android bitch. She comes out in, well, it's like a power loader times 10. It's literally the J.J. Abrams of power loaders. You know that power loader thing in Aliens? I know this isn't Aliens, this is a Predator film. You know that power loader in Aliens? Yeah, we've got a bigger one. It's like 10 times bigger. It's like it even takes the piss out of Avatar. And it comes out mixing all the hydraulic noises like you remember out of Aliens. Remember that film? That was good. And then She's got a shoulder. She's got his brother's shoulder cannon on her shoulder. I don't know how she interfaces with Predator technology. She just does. And what they got even worse was the 3 laser dots come out of the gun. That's not how it works. They come out of the helmet. The targeting system is in the helmet. The gun... Oh, fucking just fuck off. And then I just stopped paying attention. They fight, then the big Pokemon comes out and that fights because she let it go or something, no one cares. Very Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom with a T-Rex that people release even though it makes a noise when they do so. Tiptoeing around, the Pokemon fights the Power Loader. It eats the bad woman. The bad woman uses the frozen grenade that she found on the Predator ship, you know, that no Predator ever thought about using. That explodes inside the monster. The monster basically T2s it. It turns into the liquid Terminator where it shatters into pieces, but it can't now mould itself back together. I don't know why. I don't know why it can't mould itself back together. You chopped its head off and that glued its head back together. Why can't it glue itself back together? I don't know. Bad bitch. Predator kills the bad bitch. He then goes back to his home world. He says, Dad, you're a really bad parent. He goes, let's fight. He kills 2 predators, does the runt, for no reason. He hasn't done anything. He barely survived because he was helped by an indestructible little tiny little gremlin and half a robot. He's not smart. He hasn't learnt a new skill. He beats 2 fully grown predators that aren't runts at the same time in one strike and then kills his dad. He overpowers and kills his dad. And then right at the end, the mum turns. Oh no, my mum, that's my mum. She's harder than my dad. And I was like, it was then. And I never do this. I never usually say, oh, it's woke. I do understand what people mean when they say that. I do understand what people are getting at. I think people band it around a bit too much. But generally, I think that there should be better. You should be able to criticise things better than just saying, it's woke. It's almost like, shit. It's new age shit. I'll just call it woke. A lot of times there may be reasons why they do things. Like there might be a DEI thing where they want to employ people because of diversity, blah, blah, blah. But I don't like to just label this as, it's the woke thing, it's this, that, and the other. But in this one instance, I couldn't help but realise that the dad is bad, our main bro is an idiot, and that all of the androids were male apart from the 2 special ones, which were sisters, and that the big bad thing is the woman that's a female and the little baby's a female, and that dad died and oh no, here comes mum and mum's hard as fuck. I was just like, it's one of the first times where I've ever just really thought to myself, oh, there was only basically 3 men that are characters in this. The dad, dead, the brother, dead, and the main dude bro, obedient. He's obedient in this film. I'm not doing what you say, stupid android bitch. I'm not going to team up. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And then ends up doing exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. No agency, no intelligence, and needs this gobshite of a half android to tell him how to behave. Well, on Earth, we have a wolf. And he's like, yeah, and I'd tear a wolf in half, you stupid bitch. You're talking about, I'm a fucking predator. Let me predator. No. So Disney has basically tried to make this into a toy franchise by the look of it, because everything is like all cuddly and big-eyed and a bit like Lilo and Stitch, it's meant to look... It's like, it's trying to be aggressive, but really it's not. It's cute. Fucking Predator film. A Predator film is meant to be polishing skulls, tearing the skin off human beings. The whole point of Predator, the idea behind Predator, why it's called Predator, if you ever wanted a fucking clue, was we are the prey. No matter how intelligent and how advanced and how clever and smart and strong and resilient and all this shit humanity thinks it is, this thing is better. It is smarter. It does this all of its life. it took out all of these blokes. Now, granted, they didn't know that he was there, but they were using technology, and they could have. They eventually do notice it. But if you strip away all our technology and strip away all of its technology, it is going to fuck us up. Because not only is it violent, it wants to be violent. That's the beauty of it. It's just fucking... It's a concept. Violence. As a person, as a character, as a tangible element, it is a figurine of violence, is what the Predator is. You put fucking... Hey, Mike Tyson, prime Mike Tyson, 1992 Mike Tyson, get in the ring with this Predator. He's just going to fucking rip his skull and his spine out of his fucking thing and then scream and then throw it at the crowd. Right? You know, some of our hardest, strongest, most powerful, best fighter, blah, blah. Fuck your MMA fighters. You're going to go like this with a kick and it's just going to snap your leg clean in half. It'll snap your knee backwards. Right? And it'll just fucking tear your ribcage open, screaming, laughing while it's doing it. Fuck. Come on now. I don't know if you've ever seen the Vikings, but if you've ever seen the Vikings, the bit where they blood eagle that guy. Jarlborg. when Ragnar blood eagles Jarlborg, and he deserved it, the cunt. But when he blood eagles him, you think, oh my God, that's violent. It's not just painful, that is violent. And it's quite calm, very well shot. Very calm moment about what's actually the horrific thing that's happening. It did remind me of Predator. You know, the Vikings with the symbols and the runes. And the big, strapping Scandinavian blokes who, you know, they want to go to Valhalla, they want to fight, they get the blood urge. They go berserk. Predator, yeah, I like that idea. Predator. That's what I wanted. Just violence. I want something that's violence, right? I know all this pussy world nowadays, I just want violence. And do you know what they've done? They've shit on it. They've just taken a big fucking solid dump on it. They've turned it into a laughing stock. I've got nothing more. It was inevitable. Of course it was. They can't make a good one. What's the chances of that? Why would you want to do that? Make it PG-13. You see, everyone's scoffing at the PG-13 thing because it means that it's not violent. It's what we wanted. I want my violence, and I want it now. I want to see something. It scratches that itch. Now I'm just going to go and fucking start murdering hookers because I need that release. It's me sat in the back of Predator Badlands wanking off. And I couldn't finish because of that fucking gobshite. Jesus Christ. She was already cut in half as well. You're like praying, I hope she fucking dies. It's like, dude, she's been cut in half. She won't fucking die and she won't fucking shut up. Oh. There's loads of plot holes in it. There's loads of bits that don't make any sense. How did she end up there? How did she end up cut in half? How come she's stuck? How could she not get herself out? But then when she does, she flies through the air. And then after that, she can't walk properly. Or she can't hardly move. Why she start sulking? Why has she got emotions? Why is this thing fucked? Why did you make two of them? Why are they both sisters? Why are they just female but the rest of them are male? Why can't the rest of them, the males, do stuff? Why isn't there a human in this? Why isn't there a human in charge with loads of android bloody workers? Who cares on us? Why is it Weyland-Yutani? Well, we know why. Fucking Weyland-Yutani. Weyland-Yutani, the one note thing, the element that is Weyland-Yutani. We are just after bioweapons. That's all we do. We don't build better worlds, we build bioweapons because Ripley once said it and James Cameron should have not picked that bit up in his script. Retard. Oh, God's sake. Hope that makes sense, which it won't. And I'll see you in a bit.